Hi, my crafty friends. How are you? Happy Tuesday. I'm hearing Northeast is really cold, so I hope you guys are staying warm. We have some chillier, actually really nice weather here in Florida. Thanks for joining me. If you're here, please say hello. My name is Rosemary Massaro. I'm Craft with Ro. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and I'm here to share with you a really fun 3 easy steps to create a 3-point card. So easy, so much fun. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please tell me what you like. And at the end, we'll show you a couple cards and you tell me which one is your favorite. So let's get to it. I'm going to share with you one of my classes that I have coming up. And that is these beautiful cards right here. This is featuring the Hobby, I always forget the name of it, Hobby Design DSP. In this card class, you will receive a full paper pack of this DSP. That's normally, sometimes it's only a half a pack, so I am glad to share that with you. You're going to receive a whole roll of this beautiful gingham ribbon right here. You're going to receive a package of deer dots, full package of deer dots as well. And I'm just checking to see if anybody's here with me. Looks like it's a quiet night tonight, but if you are here, please say hello. I get it with the holidays right around the corner. So again, you would make in this card class 2 of each, and they're such cute cards. Our hobby paper is featuring different themes. So they have a sewing theme and nice cute little cards on the inside. They have these cute little punch outs as part of the DSP. That's why you'll be receiving a full pack, because you'll need 2 of each. They have like a spa day, a self-care section. And look how cute this card is. You make a little gift card holder in there as well. And this one is all about reading. And as it comes out to turn out to be a really cute little graduation card right here. Here's to you, celebrate. And then we have a birthday card here as well. And this one is, this theme of this paper is all floral. So we have a few more days. This will go on until December 14th. It's $39 for the class. And you always receive a special little gift from me. And in addition to this class, if you're not wanting to subscribe, I will make sure that I put the links in the video below if I haven't already. You can purchase it just as a one-time for $5 more. So you don't have to commit to that monthly subscription. So we have some people joining us. We got Nikki. Hi, Nikki. And we got Diane. Thanks, guys, for joining. So tonight we are going to make a 3-point card. So easy. 3 really easy steps. I have to tell you, the hardest thing for me on these cards were the decorating them, honestly. But this is the new product of the month DSP. How pretty is that paper? It's all blues. It's called True Blues. Beautiful True Blues. And with the $75 order, it's a new program. Stampin' Up! For $5, you can get this. Now, the really cool deal is that starting tomorrow, it is free shipping on $75 order. But this month, with my promotions going on, my exclusive promotions, you will not only be eligible to receive this product of the month DSP 12 by 12 paper, double-sided. You're going to get a $15 row reward. You're going to earn Stampin' Up! Demonstrations, the Stampin' Up! Rewards, your 10%. And in addition, I have collaborated with 11 other people. So every month with a $75 order, you can get a PDF of all 12 projects featuring this paper. So it's going to be tons of creativity. And every month we'll be doing this for the next 12 months. So next month's product of the month will be different, and you'll have 12 new projects using that product of the month. So very fun. So this is the DSP, a sampling of it. And then here is a sampling of, oh, I just had this paper out. What's it called? But anyways, I'm going to pull it. Hold on one second. Brushed with Beauty. Hey Sharon, you did make it home. I hope your shopping was successful. So this is Brushed with Beauty paper. And the stamp sets that I'm featuring on here is the Petals of Beauty. So love the two-step stamping that's involved, and the dies that are on here are just absolutely stunning, gorgeous. So many little accent pieces here. This is what I mean by two-tone stamping. And then I cut out the flower. I'm really into vellum these days, so I don't know if you guys can see how this vellum is two-toned in color. I'm going to show you how to do that tonight as well. And on this one here, again, featuring that same stamp set, I used the Lasting Linen stamp. How pretty is this? I went on so easy. This is using Basic Beige, and I love the Basic Beige paper, but the ink has a green tendency. So with this obviously base cardstock, I thought it was a perfect match for that. So let's get crafting, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make. So you're going to need an 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock, and you are going to need a couple mats, and you want them to coordinate with your base card. So I'm using our Very Vanilla, and this is 5.5. I'm sorry, I apologize. It is 5.25 by 4, and then the coordinating DSP is 5 by 3.75. And then for the inside of the card, which is just as important, you're going to need a coordinating mat. So again, I'm using Very Vanilla. And then here I am showing you some, I don't know if you can see it. It is our newest specialty paper. And it is called here it is. So I'm not sure if you guys can even see it if I bring it up a little bit closer. It has like a linen texture to it, and it is called Whispers of Texture. So you get in this, you get six pieces, and they're all the same, but it's a really great base card. It's got like a little slight texture and emboss feeling to it. So really nice. And that's what I'm going to be using for the inside of the card. And this is 5.25 by 4. So we are going to score this, and then we are going to create our card. So we're going to score this at 5.5. I'm sorry. We're going to score this at 4.25, not 5.5. So we have our base card down. And then what we're going to do is take our top mat, our coordinating piece, right? We're going to take this and we're going to mark it at 2.75. So I'm just going to grab a pencil. It never fails how planned I think I am, but I'm never planned enough. Okay, So we're going to mark this at 2 3/4. So, is that right? I guess it is. It just doesn't look right to me. 2 3/4. And we are going to take this and we are going to line this up from this point here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong. We have to do it on our scored piece first. So we are going to line this up from our scored line at 2 3/4, guys. You're going to draw, for me, I'm going to draw a nice heavy dark line. And then I'm going to take this and we're going to line this up with this line and we're going to bring it right to the center. We're not going to overcut. So I'm going to bring this right down, and you don't want to overcut. So I'm just going to bring it right there and finish it off with my scissors. We are going to fold this flap down and we are going to cut the same, and we're going to cut to this point right here, from here down to here. And I think I'm going to start at the bottom. I think I did this wrong. I did this wrong, didn't I? I so did this wrong. All right, we're going to start again. Never fails. All right, so we are going to cut this in half to 5 1/2. We are going to score this at 4 1/4. We are going to put a pencil mark at the 2 3/4 fold. And that's what so you want to line up this corner to this corner. And we're going to bring this down, but we're going to bring it right from that corner to that corner, and we're going to just bring it up to the score mark right here. Oops, I just bumped that. I'm having a hard time seeing my little pencil mark there. So there we have it, and I'm going to bring this up all the way to that point. It is easier to do that at this point than waiting until after, when you get the other side cut. So we're going to bring that to the back part, and we are going to do the same thing. And we are going to bring it to the opposite side. It's easy to fold that piece back, and we're going to go from this point to this point. I'm just gonna, for whatever reason, it's not cutting at the bottom here. There we go. And we're gonna bring that up to there. Perfect. All right. So that is that piece. You're gonna hold on to this piece. And now we're gonna do the same with our, I gotta make sure I got the right piece here. Nope. And then we are going to now take this one and mark this at 2 5/8 on the mat. So we're going to erase this mark right here. We're going to mark this at 2 5/8. So we've got 2, that's 1/8, 3/8, 4/8, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8 right here. And we are going to do the same thing. We are going to cut from this corner down to this corner. I'm making sure I got my measurements correct. And we're going to cut this at a diagonal. And we're going to do the same thing here. Cut this at a diagonal. And we're going to keep this piece. This is going to line up with this. And then we're going to keep these two pieces as well. So you're keeping all your pieces. And then we're going to take your DSP. This is the third step. And we're going to mark this at 2 1/2. Ooh, this is going to be hard to see. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut from that mark down to this point right here. And we're going to keep these pieces as well as this piece right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the inside of our card first. I think this is the easiest way. And I'm going to line up my mat right here on the inside. And it's a very thin, like 1/8 of an inch on each side. And that is going to go right here. And then we're going to add this right inside here. We're going to be decorating the inside of here. So let's go ahead and get this mounted. Now this is that specialty paper I just shared with you. And then we need to put our different pieces together. So this came off from the base card, then this came off from our mat, and this came off from our DSP. So these are all going to line up really nicely together. And just trying to keep like that 1/8 of an inch all the way around the edge there. And And then this is going to line up as well nicely there. I love this paper. All of the backside of this Brush with Beauty paper has like this brush stroked look. Really cool. All different colors. Okay. So what's going to happen is, oh no, I didn't want it to be that way. I wanted this to go the other way, guys. So hold on. Only because of my decorating. That's what we have our wonderful glue erasers for. Sorry about that, guys. But you know me. I always have at least one faux pas a session. Alright. So this is going to go more like that on here. Because then we're going to have this line up like this. And then that is going to be in the center here. And I wanted this darker piece because we're going to decorate with vellum. So just line that up nice and even in the center. So this is how this is going to come down together, like this. And then it is suggested, my friend, she's in Australia. Her name is escaping me. Anyways, she suggests that you draw lines here so you know where your images are going to get. I don't feel that that's actually necessary, quite honestly. So I know I'm going to be putting, instead of flowers, I'm going to be putting words right here. But you're going to want to put adhesive, not in the center here, just along these edges right here. And I'm going to line that up right above the score line. And that is what creates our 3-point look. Then we have all these pieces here that we've already cut, and we're going to map these up. And these are going to be our pretty accent borders that are going to go right up along here. So if you are doing this, the one thing I will let you know is that you are going to, depending on the paper you're using, if it's directional, you want to make sure your directions are going in the right way. This floral pattern does not have a direction. And you may want to use a liquid glue that helps you guide it along evenly, or use a adhesive like I'm using that is really very forgiving. So I don't know if I have any comments. I'm going to check in a few seconds as I grab my stamps and we stamp the sentiments, and then I'm going to show you how I created some really fun vellum techniques. Okay, so we have that, and I am taking an old stamp set. It's called Tags of Thanks, and I'm using the word friend. And on here, I'm going to use on the beautiful motifs that is still available. Love the stamp set, but I'm going to use hello. I'm going to put hello and then friend right there. And as my choice of sentiment for this. And I'm going to go ahead and ink up in Mossy Meadow. And that's hello, and we'll use our friend. Now, one thing I didn't think about is I could actually add a really nice, some really nice embellishments on here. So next, we are going to add, so I'm not sure if you guys can see what I've done here. There, it is showing up. I took our white pigment ink and I embossed vellum with it and then used the die cut on our Petals of Beauty, right? I pulled out the die cut for this right here and stamped that, but I thought it would look really pretty and show up really nice against a green background. And then I took vellum and I crinkled it up and I added some ink to it, and we were going to do the same thing. Now what I did on this one is use beige ink, and it really didn't come out that great, so I'm going to share with you how I did. It's such a fun technique. This really helps like pick up almost any dye that you want to use. So we're just going to crinkle this up just like that. I'm going to unwrinkle it, right? I'm going to take my ink pad. In this particular case, I am picking up the Mossy Meadow, and we're just going to swipe along and get this kind of funky look, right? It's just kind of picking up the negative part, or not the negative, the positive on the crinkled look. I'm going to let that dry a second. Actually, I think I'm going to throw some heat on it so you guys don't have to wait. Clean off my fingers from any excess ink. And then I'm just going to take the die. You guys, I have figured out some really great ways of storing our stamp sets, and with some storage tips as well. So just so you guys know, in the next week or so, as soon as my stuff comes in, I'm going to share that with you. So I'm going to take this die right here. It's the same one that I used here, but as you can see, the colors hardly came out. I'm going to run this through our die cut machine. Right? So look how much cuter, better, more substantive. And again, I'm just double checking my fingers so I don't get any mishaps on here. I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of here. And I'm going to take my white flour. I'm just going to put a little bit right there. We're going to add that right like that. And then I created a little bow. This is our gold and mossy ribbon. And the last I saw it was on low inventory. Guys, I love this ribbon. It goes with so much of our current papers that we have available, including this charming. So where is my dots? Right. And I was going to place that right there. And there we have it. So it's really 3 easy steps to create this. I know I made it more complicated than it needed to be, but you can rewind. You can pause my video. And it's so pretty with so many different options, honestly, to create. So it's called a 3-point card, 3 easy steps. So I thank you guys for joining me. I'm back up here. Again, don't forget, tomorrow is the big sale and tons of options on top of the free shipping that are part of my 12 Days of Christmas. So take advantage of it. You get a ton of stuff for a $75 order. Again, I appreciate you guys joining me. Thanks. I know you guys get some giggles. I laugh after I watch this video as well. So have a great week, and we will see you next Tuesday for my next show and share. Have a great, great week, everybody.